Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Perustopia, I almost said hashtag, live show of Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief, the first novel in the series. Super excited to be talking about it. My dog's currently, literally digging a china on my bed. Stop it. Colin.
And, well, wait, Sasha, because how many Percy Jackson books did you end up reading?
I ended up reading the whole entire series.
Perfect. So we'll start with POG, the first one. PJO, I mean.
I think we should read the first one and keep it vague because we're not sure who else who hasn't read it.
Right, but we'll make sure if we do move on to the rest of the series, we'll make sure disclaimer, just because I'm assuming most people have read the whole thing, so we'll disclaimer before we move on to anything else. But as a big Percy Jackson fan myself, I'm excited to hear what Sasha thinks about the whole series, because this series is been a part of my life for a very long time. And Rick Riordan went to my college. So hook 'em
Oh my god, that's fun.
Yeah.
Okay, well, so if you guys want to ask us questions, do that on the Perustopia hashtag because that's where we'll be answering them, or put them into the live chat below because I just learned that you can see that live chat if you're on your cell phone. So I need to go pull that up. And yeah, so should I start with my opinion since I'm the newbie?
Get down. Yeah, I want to start because obviously I think everyone kind of knows how much I love Percy Jackson, so it's kind of a given. But what did you feel? First time experience, Sasha. How did you feel about reading Percy Jackson?
Oh gosh. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to pull up the chat right now. Okay, I loved it. So I was trying to see okay, so when I was reading it, I took the I just took it how it was. I did not think too analytically into it, but in a way, that book is so freaking educational. If you think about it, I know so much about Greek mythology now, and it doesn't feel like you're learning about it, but now I know. It's phenomenal. I just love it. Yeah, so it was really interesting seeing that and seeing the process of me knowing that information, and also with Percy. Percy was a great character. Usually, I find it hard to get into the mindset of a male point of view. I don't know, just one of my weaknesses in reading. I don't know, it's just something that I find difficulty with, but I did not find any difficulty with Percy Jackson or Harry Potter, and I think that's why they're so popular, because anybody can read it. Percy was such a great character. He was so sassy, he was fun to read about. Yeah, he's funny. I was laughing. The characters, I loved Grover. Annabeth, I did but I hope that I see her more in the last one. What's the next series? Heroes of Olympus. Because as much as I liked her, I didn't like her as much as I thought I would. And not in any sense. I liked her. I liked her character. I just feel there's more to her story, and I know that she get to see them more in the next series. So I'm hoping I get to see more Annabeth. And I just really loved all the characters. I think that it was a great story. I'm gonna be doing a very in-depth review about the whole entire series next week on my channel. So stay tuned. So yes, I give the whole entire series a 5 out of 5 stars. I gave all the books a 5 out of 5 stars.
But it's hard for me to think critically about these books at all because I literally started reading these books in 7th grade. I'm 21 years old right now. That's how long I've been reading this. I've been reading Rick Riordan books for 8 years. That being said, you said it was educational. So when I first started reading these, this is how I learned about Greek mythology going into it. And it's so funny. I even find things I learned from Percy Jackson helpful. In freshman year of college, I took a kind of a class related to Greek culture. Myself reading and in class, I'd be like, "Oh yeah, I remember this from Percy Jackson." I've learned so much, and it sticks with you because it's just delivered in such an interesting and fun way. I mean, Rick Riordan, just hands down, we need to give the man props for educating so many young minds and adults on a lot of things that people don't pay attention to. It's just really awesome. Percy, one of the greatest characters ever. Funny. I want to marry him because he does get older. It's funny, Percy and I have been the same age because when I started reading it, I was his age, right? Wasn't he 12?
Yeah, he grew up with the series.
Yeah, I literally grew up. So I like to think Percy and I are the same age right now. So I could date Percy Jackson.
Yeah, oh my god. See, like, that's what I find so great about just Rick. Also, I think that, like, I froze the whole entire video on my face this whole entire time accidentally. I hope that you were able to see Reagan. Luckily, I noticed that because I think I clicked on my face okay, we were having, like, difficulties earlier with the Wi-Fi. Even when I'm home, my Wi-Fi hates me. So I'm sorry if that, like, was stuck on my face. Hopefully I wasn't making weird faces. But yeah, like, this whole entire world is so amazing. And Rick really explains everything so well. Like, even if I have a little question that I wouldn't be bothered if it was unanswered, like, oh, how is the mist? Like, what do the humans see in the mist? Like, usually the character would just, like, ignore. Like, sometimes I see a lot of books that it just ignored that whole entire, like, type of aspect. Like, oh, it just is. But Rick, he actually has Percy question that and wonder about this stuff because he knows that the readers are questioning it too and they want to know more about it. And I love that.
Yeah, and I just really love, like, again, I mean, this is just going to be a gush fest now. If you hate Percy Jackson, you're probably not going to enjoy this. If you hate like, I just find myself laughing out loud all the time. There's always a character in Percy Jackson and his later series that just they're just so funny. Like, I know you haven't read The Heroes of Olympus yet.
I'm starting.
I know, but Leo is one of my all-time favorite characters. He's so funny. He's so funny. And yeah, and so is Percy and all the blue food. We have quite a few questions, actually, so we want to jump into
I just want to say, in my review, I'm really excited to do it just because I get to review the whole entire series. And I think out of reading the whole entire series, I only have 2, like, critiques for the book, and it's not even, like, I think that in every single book, if a parent dies in it, or seemingly dies in it, I'm gonna critique the heck out of that. Like, we all know that's gonna be the fact. And I think, like, the second one would be, I don't even think, what was the second one? Oh, no, the second one wasn't even about the book series, but about people, like, freaking spoiling me in the comments of my night videos. So in this, I was just saying, here are the questions I have thus far while reading the series. Please do not answer these questions down below until you know that I'm finished with the series. And I was looking through, like, the comments because, like, a lot of people were like, yeah, don't worry, we'll tell you. And one of the person blatantly tells me, like, like, what happens with Rachel Dare. I'm not going to say that for people who into the series. And I'm like, you know, that could have been really cool because I have not been spoiled at all for Percy Jackson. So I was shocked when events happened, except for, like, 2 little things. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I got really mad and I deleted their comment because I was like, I don't want anybody else to be spoiled because some people who are reading it with us for the live show for the very first time, they may, like, want to go see my video and be like, oh, I have the same questions too. Let's see what people are talking about. And I did not want them to be spoiled either. So
my dog, she's doing something she's not supposed to be doing. Matilda.
My dog's every single day. I don't even know where my other dog is. My dad got my dogs a dog tent, fun fact.
A dog tent?
Yeah, because, you know, a dog cage is too rough, so they legit have a tent downstairs. A tent.
Wait, why is a dog cage too rough?
Because my dogs are prissy little asses, and they need all the best of the best, even though they are the worst type of dogs. Like, they're not potty trained, aka why we had to get new carpets. They are not trained at all. They only know how to sit, and that's because, like, we have a treat hall above them. I hand-fed my dog his meal tonight. Like, so this is their dog tent.
Oh my god, dog tent.
It's ginormous, and it's in the middle of our kitchen. I'm like, I come home, I'm like, Dad, every time I come home, there's something new in the house. First, it was, like, these 2 ugly-ass, like, huge trees. And I'm like, why are there trees in our house? And then we're getting them removed because I'm like, Dad, no. And then there's, like, a tent. Fun fact. Let's answer some questions because I'm just venting.
The main one that we're getting is, if we had to have a Greek god or goddess as a parent, who would we want to have?
Hades! Hades!
Hades?
Yes! Oh my god, I would love. I'm just like, you know, I'm weird. I'm weird like that.
Weird. He's cool.
Yeah.
I, like, old school answer, have to go with Athena because she's just a badass. And I'm all about, my dog is literally trying to, like, get inside my sweater. Like, really trying to
get. Cute though. When I was sleeping over at Reagan's house a month ago, Matilda actually burrows under her bed and sleeps underneath the covers. It's the cutest thing.
She's like a little ferret.
Yeah.
What was I saying? What were we saying, Matilda? I have to go with Athena because it's, like, the classic, like, super smart woman, like, wise strategy, intellect. I just like it. I buy into that. I buy into it. I'm into it.
I would just love to have Hades just because, I don't know. I have no good reason for that. Besides,
no, I get it. Hades is like the bad boy you want to love.
Badass. And like
misunderstood bad boy, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And I was like, oh, I remember I have a second critique for the series, but it's not even about just like the way that one of the characters annoyed the crap out of me, and that was Clarice. Clarice, she's a great character, but literally so many times in the book, so like especially in Sea of Monsters, like she F's up the situation for them because she opens her loud mouth. Like when Grover was like trying to like, you know, save his own life by like posing as the bride. There's Clarice. Like I know this is like Sea Monsters, but I'm sorry, like spoil like it's not really spoiler. It's like Clarice. And like Clarice is like, that's actually Grover. He's a satyr. I'm like, Clarice, why would you say that, Clarice? Like why?
You have to have an annoying character that you hate, but eventually
you love to hate.
Yeah, like she's like redeemable ultimately.
She's so redeemable, but like, oh my, and the last book, I'm not going to talk about the last book, but like she was so badass and was so insane, and I'm like, look, Clarice, but Clarice that I want to strangle.
Without going into detail, which was your favorite book?
Okay, the thing is, that sucks about this, is that I think my favorite book would have been Battle of the Labyrinth if I didn't read it over a week besides finals week. And I had to pack up, move out. I literally just put everything back in my drawer. It just took me a full day. But like, so I had to do all that stuff. So it took me forever, and I don't think I was able to get into the book as much as I wish I did. But I think it would have been Battle of the Labyrinth, but since I took too long reading it and I didn't really get the full effect, I think it would have to be let me see. Maybe the last one. I really did like the last one.
Yeah, Battle of the Labyrinth was my favorite.
Yeah, I think Battle of the Labyrinth were like the last one. But yeah. But I know that like honestly, Trials of Apollo, like that series, like I love Apollo. Maybe I would be Apollo's like daughter.
Oh, Apollo's awesome. I like a lot of them. I like their personalities a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
Apollo's pretty great. Okay, let's see here. Let's see. Oh, thoughts on the Percy, Annabeth, Luke love triangle?
Okay, like honestly, the Luke was like, it seemed like love, but it was like more familial love between Luke and Annabeth. I honestly think so. Like it was more like the Percy, Annabeth, and Rachel weird love triangle at the end of the book.
Right?
It wasn't a love triangle, but it kind of was, and it was like I didn't think it needed to be there. I think that he could have just had a best friend relationship with Rachel, and then Annabeth think that it was a relationship instead of like, you know, like Rachel like kissing Percy that one time, but like I don't think that it's a love triangle between Luke and like Annabeth and Percy, because like Luke's just familial love, and I know that Annabeth had a crush on him, but that doesn't count.
I think in the situation of that, I feel like Annabeth felt like she loved him, but like she just had so much history with him, and like she was so familiar, and he's done so much for her and her past and stuff. I think that's where her love came from, and then obviously like Percy is bae, so you know.
Yeah, and honestly, I liked how their relationship progressed. I thought it was very nice. Like, it was definitely more progressing in the last two books, and I like how it wasn't the main focus. It was something that was just an addition to it, and I like how it took a backseat.
Rick Riordan, you'll notice when you read the rest of his books, does that just really, really well. When he deals with romance, like, he does a lot of like really progressive stuff in his stories, and it's never like the main focus because the way that he writes it, it's just normalized. He's just like, yeah, this is just how life is. So like watch it happen, and then let's go back to the action, you know? And he just does it really, really well, especially in the later series. There's a lot of great diversity.
Yeah.
I really appreciate. Did you watch the Lightning Thief movie?
Okay, honestly, I know this may be an unpopular opinion. I know that I watched the Lightning Thief and Sea Monsters movies before I read the books, like way long ago. And I honestly, as book to movie adaptations, they suck. But as just movies in general, I think they're good movies. I know. Okay, I see your face, but honestly, I personally think that they're good movies. I enjoyed them when I was watching them like a few years ago. Reagan is dying right now at me, but seriously, I'm not gonna like lie about that. Like I enjoy the movies when they came out. out. I'm not gonna be like, oh no, they're so bad. Like, you know, I've been watching way too many of like Tana Mojo's videos today. You should just check them out, right? And she's so like, she's crazy, but like literally I just took on one of her voices. But like literally, I'm not gonna be like, I hate the movies now that I read the books, because honestly, I'm not gonna say that, because I did like the movies before. I rewatched them. I still like them separately, but as a book to movie adaptation, it's not good.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I'll always be really biased because when those came out, I was so
read the books, yeah.
I had read the books and I saw it and I was like, this is horrible. But I also feel like it had some clear plot issues too. It just didn't, like, those movies overall could have just been a lot better. Like, books aside, like, I just didn't feel like it was a very well written, cohesive plot.
There's talk about a TV show or something, because it was like weird, but which is I'm kind of confused about, because Rick Riordan like is so like against
adaptations, because his adaptations were so bad. Yeah.
But there was I was searching like Percy Jackson stuff, and there's like news. Wait. Okay, the film was like officially canceled, the third one.
Yeah. Bad.
And then like there was just some news that that came up about like a TV show like maybe in the works, but I'm like, I don't see that happening unless Rick Riordan literally is the director, writer, producer of it all.
So somebody asked a good question. They asked, if the writing had been targeted more to YA, do you think this book would have been better? And I think that this book is exactly how it should be. I mean, for one, the first 5 books, Percy is very young. He is the age group that it's being written for. And I also feel like Percy Jackson as a series should be written towards children, because it has a lot of really great messages and stuff. And not to mention, and this just might be something for me, because I like to read middle grade all the way up to literary adult fiction. I like reading all types of fiction, and I don't necessarily think one is better than the other. In fact, I find merit in whatever writing style it has. So I like the writing style of Percy Jackson, and I like that it kind of grows up with him. Because when you read the later series, it does lean more YA, but that's because everyone's about 16 years old. So
yeah, I agree with that. I agree. Like honestly, I don't read that much in like many middle grade novels. Like I think I can count like the middle grade novels that I've read on one hand. Not including the ones I read when I was in middle grade, but like starting from when I started a YouTube. I read about like the Percy Jackson series counts as one. I read Lindsay's middle grade series, Balance Keepers. Actually, have I only read 2?
That's it?
Yeah, like count them on one hand.
Harry Potter?
Harry Potter.
Yeah, Harry Potter, kind of.
Yeah, it's like Percy Jackson. It's like they grow up, but like Percy Jackson stops like getting younger.
Yeah.
I think that 3. It's not because I don't like them. It's just like I really like young adult, but once again, my favorite book is an adult novel. Mm-hmm. And so it's just like how that works out. I mean, like everybody knows my favorite book's Outlander. It'll always be Outlander.
I think it just depends on the story, and that's what I like middle grade fiction because it has just a different type of writing style. And I honestly appreciate middle grade because it's normally very heavily adventure based and plot based, and romance and angst tend to take a back seat. Or when people do have problems, they're more likely to discuss them because that's how we're actually supposed to function in life. And that's what they're trying to teach younger kids is to, when you have a problem, go talk about it, proactively instead of sitting and stewing and hemming and hawing on it like it happens in a lot of YA books. So I just really like middle grades for that reason.
Yeah. I'm just looking through the comments. Let's talk about who our favorite characters are, because I think that'll be really interesting. Also guys, some people are asking if there's spoilers. This is a spoiler live show for definitely the first book, and if there's spoilers for the rest of the books, we will warn you and we'll let you know if there's spoilers.
Yeah. My favorite, I guess we'll say besides Percy Jackson. Oh my god, this character's name, Nico. Is Nico in the first 5?
Nico's in the, I think, 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
Okay, well, Nico's one of my favorite characters.
Nico's a great character, and the thing is, he's one of the characters, I know where his storyline goes, which we find out in House of Hades, I think, and how he grows as a character, more like a character growth, and I found out something because I put, this is the thing, I'm really good at, putting pieces together and figuring out what characters people talk about, and so I kind of figured out like where storyline's going, which I'm actually really happy like Rick Riordan did that in his novels. Really happy. I'm not going to spoil it, but I'm being very vague. But like but I love Nico. I think that he's such an interesting character. Honestly, when he started off, I thought he used to be like one of those sort of like silly characters. And then he just turned dark. He was just like,
right? He's a dark. I like him because he's so complex. He's dynamic, and I think he's relatable because he's going through a lot of stuff, and he's having a hard time dealing with it. Like, you know, which is just accurate. Like, people are gonna have a hard time dealing with a lot of stuff. So I just find him to be really a great character. You know, a group of characters I just think is always so cool. Like, every time they showed up, I thought they were just so cool. The Artemis girls.
oh yeah,
Aren't they badass?
they were so badass, and like I feel like they hold their ground. They're so cool. I think it's funny though, like I think the whole entire plotline of them like revoking like any contact with guys and any like contact with like people and everything. I'm like, okay. The one thing that I found funny about this is like when I was like probably around their age, I was like, ooh, boys have cooties.
Yeah.
And then like so they never got to go through really that boy crazy stage. So I'm wondering if they were older and had that choice whether to become immortal and fight with like with the gang, is it Artemis?
Yeah.
Okay, Artemis and her gang, will they actually choose to like revoke guys and do all this stuff? It's interesting.
It'd be hard not to have a family, I think. But I just think they're so cool. They're like a female group of Legolosses, you know?
Yeah. No, actually, because I'm not really good at, I don't know anything about Lord of the Rings.
No! In 3rd grade, I had the biggest crush on Legolas. I literally had to, like make a self-portrait of myself in 3rd grade, and I gave myself elf ears because I was in love with Legolas.
I loved Justin Bieber. Yeah, when I was that old.
Right? Okay, it's fine.
I could have been in love with these amazing, fantastical people. What?
I said you had Bieber fever, and I wanted to be an immortal elf. It's cool.
Oh my god, I had like literally my Bieber fever. Like my mom predicted it. She's like, I'm like, oh my gosh, mom, he has a tattoo. Like one tattoo is like this little like bird one on his hip. And I remember I was like, oh, he has a tattoo. Like it's so hot. My mom's like, that's like that. He's gonna go downhill from there. He's gonna get like all these tattoos, which is fine. Tattoos are fine. But like my mom was like, he's gonna become one of those people who gets so many tattoos. He's gonna become like have a bad rep. And I'm like, no, he isn't. He's gonna be perfect. Look at him now. And now he has dreads. I'm so happy. I had a cardboard cutout, and once I was done with my Justin Bieber stage, I shot arrows into it.
So you did become a Legolas fan.
I have no idea. Like, is he the blonde one? No, I have not.
He's an elf, and he's good at archery. So
is he the one with nice eyebrows? Oh, he's Orlando Bloom, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, I know who. See, I need to get into the Lord of the Rings, but I'm taking it as I go. I need to finish Harry Potter, then I'll get to Lord of the Rings.
You don't really. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. Like, I haven't read the Lord of the Rings. I think I will one day, but like, you should just start with the movies.
Mm-hmm.
I think for someone who probably doesn't read like.
I did watch the first movie, and I got really sad because they killed some horses in it. But like, they were in a war scene, and the horses died, and I was like so sad because I love horses, and I was such like a child. I'm like, they killed horses, like, and I'm like, there's people dying all around them, but I care more about the horses than the people.
Yeah. Right. Do we have any other questions?
Okay. Let's see. Guys, ask us questions in like this little the chat bar. I can't really focus it, but who's your favorite god/goddess? Wait, did I ever say who my favorite character is?
Oh, besides Percy, I don't think so.
I like Percy. My favorite character though is Tyson.
Oh yeah,
I love Tyson. He's just like a like, big teddy bear.
I know, he's a great character for sure.
Mm-hmm. Who's our favorite god/goddess? Like character-wise.
I really like Artemis, and I really like Apollo.
Mm-hmm. I love Apollo's haikus.
Apollo's hilarious. He's so funny. And Artemis, I just think is a badass. So like, I just like her.
Yeah, that's why like I'm so excited about Trials of Apollo. It's not even funny. Like I was excited about it before I even read Percy Jackson. I'm sorry, Oliver. Did I disturb you? I kissed my dog on the head without thinking about it, and I have lipstick on, and he's a white dog. Sorry. There's like a big red splash on his forehead. I'm like, oh, he's not bleeding, I swear. Okay, so do we have a favorite scene from the books?
I don't know. I really like the book 4 when they go see Hephaestus. I can never remember say his name. Hephaestus. Hephaestus. I just like that scene when they get to his workshop. I really like that scene.
I need to stop taking bites of food right before I'm supposed to speak. Explain why you like that scene.
I don't know. I just remember it being. I am always like really into training and also like creation within books. So I just like reading about like inventions and like mechanical stuff. And then that's a big part of it too. And I really like that element. So I like it. And Hephaestus is just like one of the saddest. He's like so nice. And his story is just so sad.
I know. It's like, I want to give you a hug. He's like a good guy. He's a good guy. You know that. Because like, you know, he tries to help Percy. He gets him off the certain island. Oh, okay. No spoilers. Sorry. My favorite scene in the first one, I was gonna say like what my favorite one is in the whole entire series, but anything with Apollo. I literally love Apollo. I think he's a great character. That's why I'm really excited about this book. But my favorite scene in the first one would probably be like when he meets his father for the first time, since it's so like it's just so a weird situation. It's like you never met your dad, and then like he's a god. And it's like, oh my god! But one of my favorite scenes in like the series is when Poseidon comes back and like for Percy's birthday, and I think that scene. So I'm not gonna like talk about it, but it's so funny because he like introduces like, "Hi, I'm Apollo," or not Apollo. "Hi, I'm Poseidon," to like
your birthday party.
Yeah, to Paul, and I'm like, oh my god, that's so like he's so casual. It's like he's a god, but like he's like a guy, normal guy.
It's so funny. That whole book has great humor. I love Percy's mom too. She's just so sweet and like in the circumstances that are kind of sad, and she's just a really great, loving character for Percy.
She's so casual though, like with the way that she's like, yeah, we can go fight some demons, like I mean monsters. Like I love that because she's so casual. She knows that her son needs to do it.
Yeah.
It's not like so like it seems like sometimes like she doesn't mind that he's going and fighting people, but like you know it does take a toll on her.
Yeah, for sure.
Are you on Twitter with the questions there?
I can.
Oh. Okay.
Someone asked about a remake of the movies or a TV show. Honestly, I don't want there to. I just don't know if it'll actually work. And maybe I'm just kind of, what's the word? Cynical because of, in my opinion, very bad adaptations we've gotten in the past. It's like the Shadowhunter situation. Like all of that's been crap. Like I don't want them to make Percy Jackson crap again.
Have you been watching it?
No, I watched like 2 episodes and I was like, this is horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, I have hopes for the next season, but you know, you can only hope. That's why like honestly, with like so, for example, like Outlander, I very critically analyze it because I know that they're going to do it right, and the things that they change slightly will come back at the end and wrap up so nicely in a pretty little package for us to like love. But with like Shadowhunters, like when you change so much stuff like that, and like you just have to learn to not critically analyze it and just to take it how it is, because you're gonna be disappointed if you're not. Like with Outlander, I'm never disappointed with it. Like I was still like every breath that each character takes, I'm like, good job.
You're like, wow.
That's Emmy worthy.
That's funny.
Oh, what's your favorite blue food?
Oh, I don't even know. I only can think of one blue food, which is blueberries.
I like Blue Moon ice cream. It's like I don't know what flavor it is. It's like color blue, and it's from like I don't know if they have Blue Moon ice cream anywhere else besides the.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, so it's like the only like ice cream shop by my house, and it's like so good. I think it's almond. I don't know, but it's just blue, and I like it.
It's blue.
Really? I never thought like Blue Moon ice cream would be blue. Okay. Oh, if they did an animation of Percy Jackson, would you like it? I think I may like that because
work better, I think.
I think animation for this would be actually the right way to go.
Yeah.
That'd be really neat actually. That would be something new too.
I agree. You know what I really want to be animated? The continuation comic books for Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh my god, it's right behind me.
I've been staring at it.
I just like literally, so there's like a box of books right next to me, and it just scraped against my like my side and it hurts. I have so much shit around my room. But yeah, I love those. I love how they continued the TV show.
But I want it in a TV show. Like I want.
Well, I miss, like, honestly, I tried watching Legend of Korra. I mean, like, you know,
it's not as good.
Not as good, and like, that's why I stopped watching it. I know I'm probably one day, like, when I'm bored, I'm gonna watch the rest of it. But like, as for right now, I just like, I'm very content with Avatar.
I watched that as that aired too when I was a kid, and I was just like changed my life.
You're so hipster.
Yet another bad adaptation into a live action movie.
Oh my god, you're right.
And they like whitewashed the whole thing. Like it's a.
I know. Like, okay, like freaking like every single character, like they should all be like
every character is supposed to be East Asian.
Like, why aren't they? Like, that's the thing that annoys me.
Welcome to Hollywood. It's ridiculous. It's just absurd. They're also adapting one of my favorite animes, Ghost in the Shell, and it's set in Japan. The main characters, all the characters have Japanese names, and freaking Scarlett Johansson's the lead character.
What?
Yeah, there's like one Asian guy in the cast.
I'm so sorry, Oliver. I keep on disturbing Oliver because I'm talking to Ellie. Do you know what's something that okay, honestly, I'm not going to be seeing the Attack on Titan movie, but they casted it like, at least it wasn't like, it was like made, I think, it's like Japanese, I think, the live action, and I'm happy that they kept it that, because like they could have easily cast just the wrong races for it, and like, wait, Attack on Titan, where does that take place? Like, exactly, like, if it had to take place now.
Because like, Fullmetal Alchemist is technically kind of European.
Yeah, because, like, some of the characters in Attack on Titan are European.
Where, like, Fullmetal Alchemist is, like, European, and then they, like, go to the East, and that's when, like, more Asian cultures come in, and then, like, the other cultures are... I don't know where Attack on Titan is.
I'm getting my animes confused.
Kind of look European.
But they do look European, because I'm thinking about the main character, and he doesn't look European, but like one of the other characters, I'm still getting the names right because I've just started, but like they look European, so maybe they did get, I don't know, don't ask me, like I'm not good at this, I'm just getting into anime, but I like, it's just kind of crazy how all of it's working out.
I know.
Okay. Ooh, if we could recast the cast of Percy Jackson, who would you choose?
The only main complaint I have, because I like Logan, is that Annabeth needs to be blonde. Like, what the hell?
Look like Clarice.
Like, it's ridiculous. Like, why wasn't she blonde? Dye her hair. It's like a part of her main character descriptor is that she's blonde.
I know, it's like she's curly blonde hair. It's like, it's known. And like if I had to recast them with actors who would have been of the same age or around the same age as Percy when the movie came out, it would probably be you know the guy in Hugo, or he's in Spider-Gran's Home for Peculiar Children.
Him. He would have been a great Percy. If they did it now, he'd be a good Percy.
Isn't he, how old is he? I think that he's a little too old for the 12-year-old right now.
But I mean, like, aren't they all?
They actually are. But the one thing I'm happy about, totally off topic, is the casting for Spider-Man Homecoming, Tom Holland.
Did that just come out today?
No. Girl, haven't you? This is why you should have watched the movie. I tried to get Reagan to watch, like, you know, a Marvel movie with me when I was at her house.
I've seen all the Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, but I wanted to watch Captain America. I'm going to watch it with my dad tomorrow anyways.
But I've seen all the Spider-Man ones.
Yeah, no, they're recasting. Tom Holland's my age, and he's like,
yeah, I know that. I remember hearing about that.
I'm so excited. He's a great actor. Okay, so besides the point. Let's go back to Percy.
Yawning so much. Jeez. I think it's because I just need to eat dinner.
Let me see. Do we like Rachel? Oh no, she's not in the first book. I'm not gonna ask that one. Let me see. I'm trying to see, like, a lot of people are asking the same random questions. People are asking, like, Throne of Glass questions.
Oh yeah. Do you like Rowan?
Like, I love Rowan.
Me too, girl.
I have, like, the manuscript somewhere back there of the last book. Right there. I ripped the front cover off accidentally when I was moving it. Shoot, Okay, wait. Questions. Ask us questions, guys, on the live chat because I know you. The damn jokes. DAM. Do you like that?
Yeah.
That was wait. That was in the third book, but yes, that was hilarious because I remember I was talking with Christine and she wanted to use that joke in the conversation, but she's like, you know, Sasha, just when you get to the third book, come back and then I'll tell you the joke. So I like once I read about the damn part in the book, then I'm like, that's what she was gonna say.
Yeah.
I'm like, I love that joke. I finally got it.
Funny.
Would we rather have Percy as a brother or Annabeth as a sister?
Man. Well, Annabeth can help me with all my homework. My older sister, I can be like, Annabeth, I have a question, and she'd be really helpful. Where Percy, I just feel like would be a lot of fun, but I feel like he'd prank me, and I don't know if I could handle that.
And I also have a brother. So. I don't know what it's like to have a brother, so I would have Percy as a brother. Why not?
Understandable. As somebody who has a brother and a sister, I'd go with Annabeth as a sister, and then I could marry Percy still.
I have like 5 sisters, so I'm like, I'm all good.
You're all good on sisters.
Okay. Okay, so one thing I want to bring up is that if I didn't know that Luke was going to turn against them in the first book, I think I would have totally believed that he was just a good guy because like he's really genuine. Like he is like he's one of the villains like that you love to hate. Like you truly love to hate because like first of all he's so like he just isn't on the right path, and there's lots of like things coming his way. There's lots of I feel like there's lots of teenage hormones that are making him think these things like I hate my father. I'm gonna go serve the Titan Lord, and then now he's like. And then at the end of the book series, you're like, oh, I feel bad for the kid.
Yeah, for sure.
I want to give him a hug. I mean, like he was such a great character, and like he was a good villain in the novels. And because you didn't know whether to judge him really harshly or understand his position, because like the obvious bad dude was Kronos.
Yeah.
Let's see. Favorite name out of all the characters?
I'm sorry?
Who's your favorite name out of all the characters?
Name? Huh.
There's so many great names in this series, like honestly.
What's yours?
Grover.
Grover is pretty great. I also just
fits him so well.
So he's so funny.
Wait, who?
Grover. Grover's great. I love Grover. He's so funny. I like that. I'm gonna go with that one too.
Yeah, it like just fits him so well, and like I thought like he's just so adorable. Oh, one of the questions I had that I want to discuss because this is one of the questions that I had in my video about my Percy Jackson questions. So Grover doesn't like wearing pants a lot, and since Grover's a male, where does his private parts go when
covered by fur, man?
No, but like if you think about goats, like that doesn't happen. So like nobody. I feel like that was something that like I probably wouldn't be covered in the book, but I just like I have a sick mind.
No, he is they have like pretty thick tufts of fur around there, so it'd just be covered.
That's probably very dirty when you pee.
Probably.
Oh my god. No, but that's like a legit question that I had that's like the main reason I did that questions video because I wanted to ask that. I have no shame in admitting that. And a lot of people had that question too. Like surprisingly a lot of people.
You guys are all perverts.
No, it's a serious question. It's not pervert. It's like literally something that like a lot of people are wondering. It's like just one of those questions that you're like just like reading the book and then all of a sudden you're like, huh. I wonder. It's one of those things that you just like you read a lot about it and you're like, okay. That makes sense. Okay, literally people are having conversations about Throne of Glass in this comment section. Guys, this is Percy Jackson.
Can we take a couple more questions and then go ahead and announce what our book is for next month?
Yeah. Oh wow, we've been talking for 40 minutes. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see. Do we like Percy's nickname Seaweed Brain?
Oh yeah, I like that. That was cute.
It's playful. It's cute.
You know, young love.
What ships do you ship? Let's make like.
I can't say anything because I've read all of them and I don't want to accidentally spoil you.
Okay, if I had to pick two characters that like just random, I'm gonna ship Percy with another book character in a different series. I would because why not? That's actually
I think Percy and Cress from the Lunar Chronicles would be like an adorably hot mess of a couple.
I think that Percy
Get in so much trouble.
Oh my god, I would like Percy and Selena Sardathian because they both have such a mouth on them.
Mm-hmm.
Like that they would just like lab up each other.
They'd just be like sass monstering it up.
They would like literally be that couple that walks in the room and everybody's like, oh crap, we're about to get like word slapped. Okay, let's answer one more question, guys, and then we'll be announcing the next book of the month, which I may or may not have hinted to in my live show 2 days ago, but only 52,000 people watched that one. It's all good. Okay, okay, what character do you most relate to that isn't, you can't pick Annabeth.
Okay, but like the character I most relate to isn't in this series.
Well, I don't think like if it's a known character, I don't think that it's any harm that like if you like just say who it is.
I'm trying to think. I'm really bad with names. You know what? I'm just gonna go with Leo because I'm Leo. Like this guy is so fun. Like I'm not saying I'm funny, but he's just.
I'm hilarious.
No, he's just always in like these situations that are really awkward, and he just like says the thing that everyone's thinking, but you're not supposed to say either. You know?
Oh my god,
I love Leo. He's so funny. He's so funny.
Oh my gosh, like one thing I just want to bring up before I say my character who I relate to most, just like Percy, I feel like Percy, like they literally can't go out anywhere without running into a monster or something bad going down. And I'm like, the poor kid hasn't had a normal childhood. Which is like, you don't get a normal childhood when you're half-blood, but like still. My like the character that I relate to most is probably Rachel Dare. Not just because of red hair, but also because she's just like, she's just cool. I'm not saying like, but she's just cool and I relate to her just because when I was reading her character, she like didn't take no for an answer. She's like, she's very like passionate about what she wants, and I like that. And I wish I want to see more about her, honestly. Oh, and we both went to all-girls schools. She has to go to all-girls school.
Should we go ahead and announce the book?
Yes. Okay, guys. So we do not have the book. Oh, wait. First, guys, guess what the book is in the live chat right now. I want to see if you guys guess it because I'm actually curious.
It's not out yet. There's a hint.
It's not out yet. So what book could we be reading next month? Put it, text to vote. Okay. So we're going to announce it. And I think this is like delayed, honestly. So let's announce it. So the book we'll be reading for next month is Curse of Apollo. What's the first one? What's it called? The first one?
The Trials of Apollo.
I was thinking about Curse of the Sphinx, honestly, right now, because that's another Greek book. So Trials of Apollo, and the first one is, what's the title of that? Curse of Apollo is like, Trials of Apollo is the main series name.
Right.
Why am I forgetting? I've always called it Trials of Apollo. I always just said Trials of Apollo, but I never really thought about like
Trials of Apollo. Oh, wait, no. The Hidden Oracle.
The Hidden Oracle, yes, the Hidden Oracle. So we're going to be
Trials of Apollo is like the big part. And we're working with Disney Hyperion, and we're like so pumped.
So excited because like honestly like that's why we wanted to do Percy Jackson this month, because first of all I need to get the series read so I could enjoy like the entirety of the next one. We're so excited to be doing this. We'll be having the live show at the end of the month. On do you know what date it was, Reagan?
July 1st. It's the Friday. It's
June
1st. June 1st.
Not June. It's May. Oh, is it June? Oh my God, you're right. What the heck?
1st. Yeah, it's throughout the month of May, but it's June 1st.
It's May soon. Oh my God, I just got so like shocked. Yeah, so we'll be doing June 1st on my channel at 7 p.m. So definitely come and join us. We'll be doing lots of discussions on the Goodreads page. So definitely go follow us on there. And also next week, Reagan doesn't know about this, but I'm just gonna do it. So I'm gonna be doing a live show next Friday. We're gonna be having a reading party. So come and join me on my channel. Reagan, you're more than welcome to come and read with me and like everybody else. This is mainly because nobody's home right now and I'm so lonely at home. So if you guys want to read Trials of Apollo with me or any book, just come and join me on my reading party at 6 o'clock Eastern Time Central. So yeah, fun stuff. Okay, guys, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you, Reagan, for being here. And we cannot wait for next month.
Woo!
Woo! Okay,
Woo!
bye, guys.